Hi guys, my name is Tadas, and I'm from startup Samsai. So today I'm gonna present a people traffic management solution for retail and shopping malls. So the global tendency is that people come to a retail shops, try something, and didn't buy it on site. They are buying online, so their habits are changing. So what it impacts, due to IT technologies, shopping mall traditional business changes nowadays, and shopping mall becomes an entertainment zones and exhibition centers. Client basket shrinks significantly for retailers, so for shopping mall that means they are losing their incomes from retail turnovers. So traditional retailers becomes showrooms for clients, and clients buy online. So they need a solution how to charge people flows into their shops, because there's no other KPI, because people buy online. They can't do it from a checks. So what we are offering is counting as a service solution. Let me tell it how it works. We put our plug-and-play devices at every single shop of the shopping mall. The devices collect the data, send it to a cloud server, and we give information for end users' devices. So thank you for your information. Thank you for your attention. And if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask me.
Business model.
Our business model is...
Yeah, some more figures.
Yes.
Thank you.
So what's new in this business model, it's not new to counter people. What's new, it's provided infrastructure as a service solution. So we are, for a shopping mall, they want to have this solution and they don't have to invest a lot of money. There's not enough to pay only monthly fee.
So you monetize on a subscription-based basis, basically.
Excuse me?
So it's monetization as a subscription fee. Okay. And how much does it cost? Like, what is the customer acquisition cost you have? What is your sales cycle? Could you please tell us more about like how your unit economic works?
This costs 15 euros for one single shop. So
to install the equipment.
To install, it's a different kind because you have to put a network there and electricity. So you have to make a preparations. But if you have that, it's just plug and play because it's a cloud solution.
Did you do something in your project? Is it only an idea, or in which state of development your project?
We have a product. We have already sell it for our clients.
And how much capital you are looking for? How much money you are looking for?
How much money we have already got from...
Now, do you need money to invest?
Oh yeah, we need money, but we can talk after the batch about that. Everybody needs money. Who doesn't?
How much money have you made so far?
Oh, it's as well. We can talk it about after.
Is there anything you can tell us?
I don't want to tell it to all auditory. If you have this question for me, so we can talk one-on-one.
Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much.
If you can hear me, so let me start. And my slides are going to be all red or green. And with red, we want to make you hungry, and with green, we want to make you all positive. Our startup plate culture is all about the experiences. Let me start also with the definition, a little bit boring one, but plate culture is a marketplace for foodies to dine out at local people's homes. It all starts from one of the great examples, who uses plate culture. So she is Vita, she's Lithuanian, she lives in Malaysia. She's not a professional cook, she works in a marketing company. But to tell other people what Lithuanian cuisine is, she's perfect. So she comes on our website, plateculture.com, creates her profile, puts what she can cook, how much it's gonna cost, and it's there. People who are traveling or people who are locals there in Malaysia, they can visit the profile, request to book the meal at her place, set the date, and experience food. Lithuanian food, šaltibarščiai, in Kuala Lumpur. There's another example of the guy who decided, okay, I'm not that good of a chef, but let me buy you McDonald's, buy you wine, and come, meet my friends with whom he lives. He's Singaporean, but he lives with New Zealand guy, Australian guy, and they're in Singapore GFDI accelerator. And they're gonna tell you a lot of stories how awesome it is. So this is plate culture. Not professional, but amateur chefs, they can list their profiles and have social dinners at their homes. As a chef, what are your benefits? Many of those who know how to cook, they all dream about owning the restaurant. And they can own with plate culture without having any assets or anything. They can meet new people, share passion for food, and actually earn money. And for the guests, it's authentic food. People who are gonna tell you all the stories about the food. It's cooking classes, supper clubs, and just meetups about the food. We started from Asia, where even Lithuanians can travel. And these are the countries that we already are in. And you can find someone cooking plate culture. So you find on plate culture, you book it, and you enjoy dining experience. So since November, when we launched the product that works, we have already 3,000 members in our community. And in order to grow even more, we're launching Android app and iOS the upcoming months, so to make the core even steeper. These are the amazing great chefs, and they enjoy cooking for plate culture. This is a small team, and we're ready to take this challenge to make it global phenomenon. Dine with plate culture.
Can you please tell about your competitors and how good they are and how much money they have raised?
Yeah, so I would say the main competitor is focused now on the United States. It's the startup called Eat With. They have money, much more than we have, but we have, I think, more talent and we can actually speed up our process to challenge them. There's no startup that actually took this market that it exists, and we are ready to actually win this market.
Could you tell a bit about your co-founders, especially on the tech side?
So me personally, I'm all tech guy. 100% of my time I give for coding, and other 100% everything what's actually business related. And other founder, she's Reda. She's eating the apple here. She's business kind of side of co-founder, and there's two of us. And she's not here. She's actually now in Helsinki. She joined Startup Sauna. So we want to bring the strategy even stronger. So after the login, I will join her actually just to strengthen our positions.
How fast you're growing and how many customers, how many providers and transactions do you have per month?
Yeah. So from November, when we launched kind of automated tool, we've been growing. Now we have 3,000 members in our community. The focus was on the chefs, and we have 210 actively now cooking. You can come and book at their place. The process to get the chef cooking takes quite a while because he needs to prepare, he needs to get pictures. And now we're focusing on guests, and we have around 60 last month, but each month we want to double this.
It's in one country, Malaysia, or all the countries?
In all the countries together. Malaysia is the biggest one, Singapore is the next, and after that is Philippines.
Are there any legal problems with charging for home-cooked meals?
Once we go to Western world, there might be great challenges, but in Southeast Asia, we are covered by the laws that protect street food. So there are laws that allow to cook for a certain amount of people without any specific license. So that kind of law actually protects also our activity. We're not yet certain. After a month, we will come back with the strategy and we'll tell you the number, what you actually can convert into our growth. But we're looking for Series A.
How are you making money?
So the booking happens on our website. So you pay in advance, and for that payment, we take 16%. That might change, but actually we kind of control the transaction, so this is where our business model works.
Thank you very much.
Hello. Today I would like to introduce you to BitSwag, online business incubator. Each year, there are 100 million new companies registering around the world. 95% of them fail. Not very encouraging, is it? In order to validate your idea, you need money to build a prototype and customers to show traction. Nowadays, accelerators and crowdfunding are the good starting point to get both of these. Those that get into accelerators have 85% of chances to succeed, although only 2% of them get accepted. This slide might look similar with the previous one. Indeed, accelerators and incubators give access to funding and community. However, only if crowdfunding campaign is successfully executed, it will also give you access to brand promotion and real customers. So our solution is simple. We took the best from validation, mentorship, and crowdfunding and present to you an online incubator that develops an idea to up and running business with less time and money involved along the process. So how does BitSwag work? First, you pitch your idea, and you get the public decide which idea is hot or not. Then, with the help of individual mentorship program, top of the top ideas get into crowdfunding stage. Also, we help to promote before, during, and after campaign. We start making money with a crowdfunding commission. Later, we introduce paid promotional campaigns and also charge a fee for accelerator program and branded idea competitions. We attract community of entrepreneurs and innovators through the network of ambassadors that will refer ideas to BitSwag and get commission if these ideas are successfully crowdfunded. Also, we make use of social media and partnerships. Despite the fact that our platform is still under development, we are mentoring 7 projects at the moment, and the first one to launch at the end of May. Our team is very diverse, not only geographically spread, but also professionally. Who could think that a physics student doing modeling can be an excellent business developer? Currently, we are not fundraising. However, if you have an ambitious idea, crowdfunding experience, or you want to join our ambassador team, please speak with the ladies with black. Thank you very much. My name is Alina, and I'm founder and CEO of BitSwag. Thank you. Questions? There is no direct competitor as such, but it would be from crowdfunding side, someone like Kickstarter with rewards crowdfunding, normal accelerators, and probably Product Hunt. But Product Hunt focuses on already developed products, whereas we do idea validation for ideas.
So we see a hell of a lot of accelerators, I agree, but do we actually really need an online one? So what exactly is the network, the added value? You know, every investor, every accelerator, every incubator on this planet talks about added value, which is most of the time coming out of the personal network. How can you replicate that?
So the idea actually came from the fact that not all of us have access to startup communities. We can't always be physically there. So building an online community where you can crowdsource everything and you can get mentors to mentor entrepreneurs can actually build like a social network.
Sorry, but taking mentors, I mean, a mentor can be a big time waster or he can be a superhero. So it is actually quite tricky just having a mentor, because I mean, mentors, they're people who are mentoring to death.
Well, the point was to build an ultimate place where if you think of starting a company, you would come, like for Facebook, you know, to chat with friends, LinkedIn for professional networking. So it would be an ultimate social platform for someone who would like to start a business.
I think I can see the value in using like crowdsourcing to filter ideas. But how would you build the community that goes with that?
Okay. That's a good question. Well, the people that would be involved into the voting process, not just come and vote and leave. They would be the people who would be interested to join the teams, so potential co-founders or people with certain skill set, or just people who, you know, like designers or video makers who can assist with the campaign development in the future.
Have you seen a site called F6S?
Yes, of course.
Because we are using that to evaluate our startups, and there are professional evaluators who are doing it. Who are the evaluators in your system?
Okay. So the first stage is the public evaluation, just based on simple criteria if you like it or not like it. So that's the first stage for shortlisting. Once we have traction, we're probably going to add another layer of professional validation. So there is a platform called Quirky for product development in the United States. And what they do, after the ideas are shortlisted by the public, they also run weekly meetings where they invite experts. All right.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Thank you very much.
Hello, everyone. A massive 65% of HR professionals are struggling to find employees who would fit their company's culture. And this is a multi-billion-dollar problem. According to Gallup Global study, just in USA, employees who don't fit in, they're not engaged at work, and companies are losing more than $450 billion every year. So we are not here to ask the question, what can we do to motivate those employees who are misaligned and disengaged? We are here to ask the question, how did they get there in the first place? Okay, our competitors. They charge hundreds of dollars just for the text-only boring job ads. While others who are trying to personalize the application process, they showcase just a handful of employees for entire company, not individual job positions. They don't show your direct managers. So we have a solution. Introducing ShareCode, an innovative way to attract the top most culturally fit employees into your company. We allow companies to personalize each job post, immediately showcase the culture and environment together with your team and future direct managers, even showing you personal and business profiles, giving you opportunity to contact them. We also have a referral tracking tools so you could leverage from your current employees' social networks. And this is a free service. For the premium service, we have additional features and such paid services as online advertisement job boards and online advertisement campaigns to reach a targeted group of people, specific employees you are looking for, and to consume at least 3 times less time and money, comparing to the HR market prices per hired candidates. Okay, so this is all done by the team of me, the founder of ShareCode, 2 IT developers, sales and digital marketing manager, who were recruited via ShareCode just to prove our effectiveness. We have advisory board, local one, and the one from Silicon Valley, and we got angel investments already. So we launched in August 2014. For the past 6 months, we are steadily growing at a 10% rate, just with the word of mouth and earned media publicity. And we are having nice reviews from international companies who hired people already. So we are seeking for the seed round investment just to go to markets, US, Canada, expand in Europe, to grow our team and to develop the product further. Thank you so much.
Hi.
Hello.
So what's your current numbers right now?
We have about 500 companies at the moment registered.
And are they all paying the full price, or do they have some kind of entry price?
Oh, I'm sorry, can you repeat this? Oh, it's a free model at the moment. It's a free service.
So nobody's using the premium service?
Well, they are hiring people already, just we don't want them to pay yet. We want to test more and more. But we are opening job boards and career pages in a couple of weeks, so we will gonna make it premium service already. And for the advertisement campaigns, we are asking to pay for the service.
How good has your success rate been in terms of the companies that have trialed the product and then actually hired somebody through the product?
Well, actually, one company, we had 20 advertisement campaigns, and from the 20 advertisement campaigns, we hired 10 people.
How many clients do you have outside Lithuania using actually the service?
Well, actually, that's what we're working right now. We have advisory board in Silicon Valley, so we are talking with some companies already outside Lithuania, and hopefully outside Lithuania faster than I hope. That's why we need more publicity and investment. It's more expensive there.
So what kind of investment are you looking for?
Well, the seed round, A1.
Seed round or A1?
Yeah, well, it depends. You can suggest the first seed round, yeah.
Sorry, I'm not sure. Are you aware of the company InHyro from, I think, Czech Republic? They're doing a very similar thing, and I would just like to ask how you're different to them.
Well, actually, do they have in each job advertisement the people, direct managers you're going to work with? Because the competitors we checked, actually the latest one, they show just 3 or 4 employees with the videos in the career page for entire company, and no one is showing your direct team in the position you are acquiring, you're applying, actually. So they don't do this, yeah.
Thank you very much.
Hi, I'm Tomas Kazlauskas, and I'm from PennFishing.com. Hey buddy, how's the catch? The fact is that most anglers experience exactly the same results in fishing as this guy just did, even if they are fishing not on the stage but in some body of water. It happens so because fish behavior is so difficult to predict. It depends on so many factors that are really difficult to interpret for most of anglers. Our solution for that is a social network for anglers with catch analysis and personalized insights. Angler catches a fish, shares basic data with community, and then PennFishing.com does all the dirty work, analyzes catch database, finds patterns of fish behavior, and provides quality insights which will guarantee much higher chances of success in their fishing. And there are more benefits. PennFishing.com saves anglers time and money too. There are 200 million anglers globally. 55 million of them are in US only. US market capitalization is $60 billion US. So we chose that market as our target market. And we plan to enter it through Ohio State. We chose Ohio State because there is the highest density of anglers in the state. So it's much easier and cheaper to create value for average angler here. And there is less competitor activity too. Our pilot market is Lithuania. We have launched our beta version about a year ago. During this period, we have acquired 22,000 users, and we were growing at average 35% per month rate, having 29% retention rate, which is improving. And our business model is freemium. We predict we'll have 4% of paying users, and monthly fee would be $6. And major competitor in mobile app FishBrain, they have 750K users, and they are active in Florida right now. And most of other competitors are old-fashioned, forum and article-driven, and very time-consuming websites. We are easy to use, especially for non-hardcore and non-analytic thinking angler. I'm CEO at PennFishing.com. And I'm an IT entrepreneur. I was co-founder of one of the most popular social websites in Lithuania, and I had a successful exit. And the other part of the team is well-balanced, competent, and loyal. We are working together for more than 2 years. And we're negotiating term sheet with Practica Capital now. They have committed $200K US, and we're raising another $200K for this round. With this money, we plan to find better product market fit, to acquire 180,000 Ohio users, and to do pilot for monetization. So let's share, learn, and catch more. Thank you. Any questions?
Actually, I think I have 2 questions. So firstly, why aren't you going to Florida? Because I know that's really strong as well. Is it just to avoid the competition, or?
There is a case, but we have different approach. We are a different strategy we're having, because we're focusing on creating good user experience in low area. We have read some researches that US anglers do not, 50% of US anglers do not go further from them home than 30 minutes away. So they are interested in what's happening around them. So we looked for the states which are densest with anglers. And there are Ohio, New York, and Pennsylvania. Ohio is the densest one, and they are close to each other, so it's good to expand.
Great, that's a great answer, thanks. And then secondly, what features do you want to actually offer for the premium version?
In premium version, we would offer, there was a slide, I just passed it quickly. There would be best water borders near my location, top baits, lures, fishing forecasts, custom analysis tool. FishBrain right now have just custom analysis tool, which is really complicated, as I showed here. Look, there are some screenshots. How easy is to make actionable insights from these, that's okay, I'm healthy, from these pictures. That's absolutely non-actionable data. So, any more questions?
Thank you very much. Thank you.
I'm Martin, introducing Sorry as a Service. We're a SaaS solution helping companies improve how they say sorry and retain their customers. We all know how exceptional customer service feels like. I remember growing up in Norway, Mr. Larsen. He was my family's bank manager. What made Mr. Larsen special was the personal touch. Whenever there was an issue, he would resolve it, but more than that, he'd go the extra mile. He would apologize and rebuild the relationship. He'd send us our favorite box of chocolates. Today, companies can't have Mr. Larsens, but they're losing $338 billion due to bad customer experiences and complaints. They're not investing in the customer relationship after a complaint. But this is shifting, and companies at the forefront realize that it's much more efficient to invest in the existing relationships than it is to acquire new customers. Sorry as a Service is enabling this. We are bringing back the Mr. Larsen's type of customer support, scaling the personal touch, leveraged by machine learning and data analytics. We integrate with your CRM system and construct a complete customer profile. Then we enable the support agent to send a personalized and physical apology that we know will resonate with that customer. We know we improve this system as every apology is tracked and fed back into our system. This works. Since last year, TransferWise has been A/B testing our system. And their data analysis have found some great results. They see that with us, they improve the retention rate 135%. But much more excitingly, they found a 12 times improvement in lifetime value. A great apology doesn't only retain a customer, it improves, it upsells and improves their customer value. For every 10 euros they spend, we return 32 euros of value to them. This is real ROI. And companies are getting incredibly excited about our results and our solution. And in the 2 months since joining Startup Wise Guys, we've gone from 2 test partners to 20 paying customers across Europe, including Tele2, Tallink, and Microsoft. Our business is simple. We charge per user per month, in addition to taking a commission for every sorry our partners send. Our team has experience in retention, in analytics and support, and we're now raising a substantial seed round of 500,000 euros to enable us to grow our development team, establish in the UK, but much more importantly, to serve our pipeline of customers. We're finding our current clients are referring us, and that with little sales effort, we have a pipeline of 30 clients that we have to scale in order to serve. If you'd like to join or invest to help us, please get in touch. My name is Martin McGloin, and we are Sorry as a Service. Thank you.
Very impressive. Thanks for sharing. What's the next biggest challenge for the next 3 months, other than the time-wasting fundraising?
It is, as I was saying towards my end, it is being able to scale with our clients. So like we're looking, our value proposition is really with large-scale customers that have a big call center and can scale that competitive personal touch. So being able to scale with them in the UK is our biggest challenge.
So is it more on the technical side, or because BizDev seems to work somehow for you?
Yeah, so it's the technical, and then so we don't do any of the logistics of filling out. It's being able to integrate, have enough developers to integrate with the CRMs, and also set up our partners. Yeah.
What is your current turnover?
Our current turnover. So so per month, we're looking at 5,000 to 6,000 euros.
Are you profitable?
We're less than a year old, so we're in a growth stage at this moment. So everything that we get, we're investing back in to grow and improve our product.
So when exactly you expect to be profitable? At which sales?
At which stage? So we're targeting in the next year and a half to 2 years that we'll be able to establish our dominance in Europe and then be able to be profitable. Yeah.
Why UK? Why not the US?
Sorry, why not in France?
No, why not US?
There are a couple. Yes, it's a good challenge, and actually we see great opportunity in the US, particularly the kind of service and vision we have with our service. But it's a little bit due to our advantage in the UK. We have a strong advisory board that have the great connections in the UK, and that's why we see this urgency to move.
Is Tarvid invested with you?
Is Tarvid invested?
Yeah. As an angel?
We're in negotiations.
Okay.
But I'll put it this way. So based on these results, we were able to recruit the head of marketing in TransferWise and the GM of the US to our advisory board. All right. 30 seconds.
Thank you very much. You have more time to talk with them later.
Thank you very much.
Sure.
I would like to present our new generation accounting software. 80% of the time every accountant person spends for unnecessary tasks in the company. But now, all your company staff and external databases can put all your information in one service directly. All people can just get and input information by themselves, so just decrease expenses and save a lot of time. We have about 500 registrations at least at last 3 months, and sort of that registration are active, and people use our software every day. What is our unique advantages at the market? We are only one software in Lithuania that are mobile-friendly and work on all possible devices. We are only one software in Lithuania that works on 3 languages. And everybody at that audience can start using our accounting software just in a minute, making a free reservation. And if you have your online shop, just go to our website, download the plugin, connect to our accounting software, and you can start looking at your sales from your mobile phone or iPad. You can do it in some minutes. It's really quickly. People ask us how we advertise. All your company staff use the same software. The viral growth is very high. Accounting companies advertise us to their customers because they decrease expenses with our software. And to buy our software, you don't need to meet with salesperson, so they can buy directly from the web. All our unique team have unique experience in SaaS accounting. I worked with some of those guys for 12 years, so we have big experience there. We're planning to take 30% of Lithuanian market in 2 years with free plan and upgrade about 1% of that market to the premium plan. Only with natural growth, without active advertising. Our plan is to be default accounting software in most important countries. And it takes only 3 months to scale to Latvia. It takes only 6 months to scale to Russia with a minimum plan. And we need only 150K to expand to that market. And I'm happy if you have some questions.
What is your current distribution sales model, and how are you planning, which channel are you planning to use in other markets than Lithuania?
95% of software in Lithuania just need a salesperson. With our software, you can just go, use it for free, and then upgrade it. And free software don't have some special features and something like that. So our model is freemium. We are only one accounting company in Lithuania that provides freemium model. People use gamification. For example, this week we have 2 people who bought our software without contacting us. They just start using premium, wow, and they just pay. Yes?
Okay, it's Lithuania. How are you going to do the same in Russia?
For example, Russia is a very difficult market, but there are no software in Russia that works on mobile phone. There are no software in Russia that you buy without salesperson. You always need a salesperson. The best companies in Russia make all sales with active sales via phone. And I was talking with the biggest companies in Russia, all of them direct sales. It's not natural growth. With our software, and what is important, as I showed there, we have very low maintenance. We have only 3 people, 3-4 people in main team with accounting software. Closest competitors have 20 people in their team. So we just start with, we provide free plan and then upgrade it. And it don't need salesperson for that market.
So I have one question regarding the product. So how quickly can you expand to other countries? They have so different accounting standards. Like 6 months to expand to Russia is, I think, to my opinion, it's very quick.
I have some companies in Russia. I work in Russia for 6 years. So I know Russian market. And why we choose these 2 countries? Because Latvian tax system is very similar to Lithuanian. So it takes about 2-3 months and 3 developers to scale to Latvia. Russia have very big, very wide range of companies, of company types. So we will focus only on the most simplest companies. For example, like in Russian, it should be like IP or something like that. Just for we will be oriented for the smallest companies. And it takes us 3-6 months to scale to Russia to these small companies. And then, when we provide free plan for them, new people will start using it, and we will start building next plans for biggest companies. I have some companies in Russia, so I know how it's going in Russia.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Povilas, and we're building a ring, which is a 3D controller. Well, it's basically a mouse for your virtual reality headset, and it's called Bind. It originated from a need of a customer. He wanted to control all 9 realms. We were working on a solution for that, so we built him a virtual reality headset. Now he was able to see into all 9 realms, but he wasn't happy with that because controlling all of that power was pretty difficult. The idea behind controlling devices in 3 dimensions is that now you have mouse and keyboard, which is meant for 2 dimensions, and we're building a ring which would be able to move in 3 dimensions, and when you want to catch something or click something, you just do on the ring. It has a small touch area. Now, and he requested a ring, The idea, we're building a ring which would be able to communicate via Bluetooth with other devices, so you could plug it into anything that controls it. Also, it has a small dongle which plugs into devices which doesn't have that. It also has, it's controlled like basically a mouse. We're using the same protocol, so it doesn't matter what you are using. You could just basically plug it into anything that supports mouse. That's a lot. We have a team of engineers, called the guys who I can't afford as a small IT company guy, but I mean, apparently they agreed to work on this part-time. So we're top talent in that sphere. And also, university pretty much gave us a way their design department to play with it. So the design is pretty good. Finally, market we're looking at is mobile, at first of all, because people are playing now on their small screens, and they're pretty happy without it. That's a pretty big market. But we can play on their smart TVs, which is a lot larger screen, but we don't have the right controller for that. So that's a real problem, Another is, of course, virtual reality. That's estimated, and you can't really tell how big or small it is. Now, the idea behind it, we are currently in almost final stages. We need production partner to put us on, we created the technology, we just need somebody to guide us how to put it in production, environment. So if you have any complaints about my pitch, please respectfully tell them now. Yay! Any questions or complaints or opinions? Or you're all sleepy already? Okay, you're sleepy. Okay. Goodbye.
They have.
Question?
You can put 2 minutes, and they raised their hands.
Somebody raise their hand? Please raise a hand.
So.
Pricing model?
Pricing model, we're currently aiming for $100 for that, a ring. I can't divulge the details. We should talk, more in private because we have agreement with the people who are distributing the details. They can't really say.
And how are you going to market it?
Basically, we're looking at partnering with people who are making virtual reality and presentation tools to give them access to this so that they could integrate their products and piggyback on them.
But you haven't integrated with any partners yet?
No. I mean, we're engineers, we're IT guys. I mean, we're trying to do it as best we can, but we're engineers. So somebody said there was 2 hands. Or you just raised both of them? Oh, okay. You were reluctant, but I think your question is going to be good.
I really hope so now. Sorry if you already covered this, but where are you at? You've got the minimal viable product already?
Yeah, we have a big bulging microchip, which we have a schematics which can go into a smaller one. Problem is, we're doing testing on it. So yes, we do have minimal viable product. It's really ugly.
Okay, how long are you going to need to get to a really nice product, and how much money are you going to need?
About 6 months, and money-wise, it's around 157,000 euros. Taxes. Yeah, each.
Shouldn't this be marketed on Kickstarter, Indiegogo, and the like?
Yes, we have like that in mind, but we're
You should.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
a better source. Forget investors at this stage. Go to it. Convince the community. Much better.
I know. The problem with that was previously there was a ring on Kickstarter, and they flopped spectacularly. So we kind of have a poisoned well there. So we're
but keep it on Kickstarter. You're marketing your personality as much of the team as much as the product. And frankly, you're a good guy. You'll be.
Thank you.
You'll be successful there. I'm sure. Just do a video.
Okay, hello everybody. I know everybody's tired, so I'll keep it short. Basically, we are building a new workstation that everybody of you should have. And by workstation, I mean it's a standing desk where you can change between standing and sitting. Okay. Clicker. Okay. We already got a lot of press coverage, so we're mostly proud about the Wired article, and this is probably the best description about what Stable Air is all about. We got some more press coverage, and just yesterday I got an inquiry by New York Times, and there's going to be an article about standing desks, and there will be a review possibly about Stable Air as well. So we're really, really excited about that. So do you know the feeling when you sit at the office for 8 hours and you get the back pain? I bet you do, because like most of us sit at least 8 or 10 hours a day at the office. So you do have some sort of solutions, and they're not really that bad. They're horrible. 80% of standing desk owners don't really use them, and that's because the user experience is not really great. Companies get their employees like 500 tables, and then they like just 20% use them at best. So, and that's because like, if you're using a standing desk in the office, you're a douchebag. Like, you're the weirdo who cares about his health or her health. So other solutions look really terrible, like in the previous slide. But the good thing is that more and more people understand that this is a necessity because like of the health issues and etc. So just to give a little background, we released a prototype last year in June in London. We opened like a pop-up showroom. We received initial orders. We are currently optimizing our production, so we're working with different suppliers. We're optimizing assembly production lines. We're constantly getting more and more clients for UK, Germany, and Austria, which are our main markets. And we're seriously thinking about entering the US market because we got a lot of interest from there. So what's the Table Air? Table Air is basically has 3 UPSs. So one of them is the smart button. I don't know if you guys walked around, but we have an example of the table in one of the booths. So to set the height of the table, you simply activate our ultrasonic proximity sensor, and you raise your hand in the air. It senses the distance, and it adjusts the height. Then we have the special application created, which connects with your Table Air, and there you can set your default sitting and standing heights. You can create custom intervals and do some other fancy stuff. Yeah.
How much is the product? Can you customize it color-wise?
It's 1,900 euros for basic model, and yes, you can customize it. We offer 3 main colors, so it's 2 main colors. It's either white or black, and then we offer dark walnut or American cherry, which is like exquisite models, with an extra, of course. Okay, thanks. Oh, sorry.
You said nobody likes to be the douchebag using these tables. What is it exactly about this that'll really change that?
It just looks awesome.
Have you talked to any?
Oh yeah, we got plenty coverage from design blogs and designers, and so it's not. If I understand the question correctly.
So, are designers your target users though? Because I'm worried about the fact that office workers maybe are not that worried about the fact that it looks cool.
Yeah, well, in our experience, higher-end offices care if they look cool. So, okay.
Did you take funding already, and how much are you looking for?
Okay, so we already secured seed funding, and we have laid down a roadmap for 8 months, in which time we're gonna optimize the current model, release a new one, and then we're looking into entering US market, and we're looking around $4 million.
Could you please maybe very briefly summarize the technical advantages of this table? Like, what are the additional advantages, what the table has?
Could you repeat the question?
Could you please summarize briefly the advantages of the table? It's like what is like the technical advantages? Like what
yeah, okay. So the main
proposition.
Yeah, sure. So the main problem with all the standing desks is that people don't really know how to use them. And with our technology, we create a habit without interrupting your work phase. So one option to keep healthy in the office is, just have a break every 40 minutes, but then you lose the concentration of your work. So rather than, going out, you just simply get a notification that it's time to go up, and table automatically lifts up. And throughout the day, you can change your posture about 4 or 5 times, and in this way, you keep healthy. Because there is a big misconception. People believe that they sit at the office for 8 hours and then they go to gym for 2 hours. It's even worse than not going to gym after work, because you put extra strain on different muscle groups. So what you have to do, you just have to change your posture throughout the day. I know you're not happy with the answer, but
thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Hello everybody, I'm Thomas. I make Momentum Racing. It's a game of 1-minute races wrapped in a bigger metagame with upgrades and cool cars. All the lovely vehicles you will see in this are screenshots of the actual game. Our key differentiator is giving you total control of the car, which is enabled by physics engine, camera work and short tracks. The action unfolds in cozy and stylized environments, giving us distinct looks so much needed to stand out in the marketplace. We also allow you to create your own tracks. Start pouring asphalt right on Bing Maps and challenge your friends in a race next to your home or office. Mobile gaming is big and growing. Advertising being emergent revenue stream dominated by racing games. Looking just at pessimistic numbers, the audience is huge and well-paying. CSR, for example, managed to cut $12 million in a month without being nowhere close to the biggest game out there. With games, there's no already taken audience, so essentially we are targeting all those racing game fans. Surprisingly, selection of games available for them is very limited nowadays. On top, we have a handful of high-quality games and then lots of tutorial and experimental projects. Middle class is extremely thin. Believe me, making a racing game is a difficult task. So, with our production quality, unique gameplay, and distinct look, we have clear place in the category. Have you got any traction? Hell yes. We released a prototype a while ago, and our players already traveled over 1 million kilometers. The gameplay is so exciting that a single person managed to drive 15,000 kilometers. That's real speed, real scale. And the team behind this prototype got only stronger. We went through Academy Accelerator. Our pocket chip game became one of few hero cases of whole up campus program. I started teaching at university game design, but nothing matters unless you know how to work with data. I was so psyched when ex-Zynga engineer agreed to join our team and help us with analytics. So we have everything in place, but there's one small thing on our way to fight the big ones. And this is where you can help. We are raising $500,000 to boost production and get initial user acquisition. Please come to our booth and experience everything yourself. Don't take my word for it. Together, we can change the game, because players deserve taking control of the cars, finally. Thank you. Half of the money will go to production. We already spent close to 200,000 euros of our own and Microsoft and Nokia money, and the other half will go to user acquisition.
Thank you very much.